Good morning, everyone. I'm Wumpararni with the Young Mums program and the bubs out there doing education, and it's Wumpararni way, and Wumpararni meaning Aboriginal or Indigenous person, or we identify Torres Strait Islanders as well as Wumpararni people. But first thing, we'd like to begin today by acknowledging the traditional owners of this land we meet on, the Larrakia people. We pay our respect for their elders, both past and present, and we pay respect to elders and leaders that have gone before us and those present today. We work for Indiginious Aboriginal Health Corporation. Indiginious means belonging to us in the local Wumpararni language, which is my language, in Tennant Creek. And Indiginious Health Corporation is an Aboriginal community controlled health service based in Tennant Creek, controlled by Wumpararni people, that's us, operated and delivered service the Wumpararni way. And the main thing that Indiginious is
well, I guess just cut it there. We've agreed to help each other out because we're so nervous. Jumping. So I guess what we're trying to say is then it gives, because Indiginious is a culturally responsive organisation, that's the philosophy of Indiginious, and it gives meaning to that Aboriginal community control. And Indiginious operates on the following guiding principles, which is empowering individuals to take reasonable responsibility for their health, community engagement, cultural responsiveness, and effective communication. So all of those got to work hand in hand, we believe, to step forward and give our people informed choices. So this is just the healthcare model of Indiginious, and our principles then form the basis to our healthcare model. And primary healthcare is just not about health, it also brings in all the other determinants of health. And we work with whole of families and whole of communities too. Because if you work with an individual, we don't get anywhere. So part of our engagement and delivering health education in a running way is to get the whole family involved. So Indiginious has about 6 divisions within its operations. As you can see there, the client is the centre of our services, and the divisions. There's 5 up there, but we also have a remote team that sits in with the health centre. All work together, have a sets of referrals to work with that client and their family all together. So, we have a social emotional wellbeing section, we have the health centre, we have active life with sport and rec, and also the allied health centre, which has all the allied health specialists visiting, and that's where we sort of work closely with like diabetes educators and the other allied health specialists.
When we did the diabetes workshop, we first started off with my program where I work. That's well with working with young mums and bubs. And when we did the workshop, we're looking at one Wumpararni local person that had health problem, and we were concentrating on her. But we got the whole family within her family to come to the workshop and talk about diabetes. And when when we did our educational workshop, we sort of spoke an Wumpararni way, you know, Aboriginal English. And that way we were educating her, but everyone else as well.
So it just wasn't the focus on her, because the one particular person that we're talking about, the health centre used to send vehicles every week for her, and she just disappeared. She just wouldn't engage. And a young person, under 25, who didn't want to go on to those chronic illnesses getting worse. So tried all sorts of ways to engage with her, and we found that her group of friends and family all agreed to come, and so she came along with them. So now she's engaged, so we're very happy with that. That's an example, I guess. So this is what we've been talking about. How do we do it? So, by empowering individuals to take reasonable responsibility for their health, they need to be informed and to be engaged and to be not in the previous ways of doing things where people were disengaged, was a letter dropped off, if you have an appointment with, an allied health specialist or at the clinic. Of course, the letters just got put one side, and we knew that we had to do something else to engage those people, and once they're informed about it's not so scary. You can't deny that you have an illness, because it's going to catch up with you eventually. So, by getting her to come, then she was taking reasonable responsibility. Then, hopefully, now with her help, community engagement is what we do on a daily basis. Because if we don't engage with the community, we might as well just, work in a mainstream way and just expect people to turn up for their appointments. Cultural responsiveness, of course, everything we do, we have to do it a running way. When our elders set the organisation up about 30 odd years ago, they put up there, we want this organisation to be culturally responsive organisation. So it's always stayed, and the community, if we don't do something that we're not engaging, they say, but you're not doing it culturally responsibly. So that's one of the most important principles that we adhere to, and of course the effective communication. So they're the sort of 4 principles we use when we're delivering our health education. So to do that, we work within a cultural framework within Indiginious, and that's part of the organisation structure. And a cultural framework is the organisation policies and processes then to allow for effective responses to Aboriginal community needs, in our way, our Wumpararni way. And some responses and policies that Indiginious has adopted to give us that cultural framework in which to work. We have Aboriginalisation policies now, a cultural competency group which is made up, Indiginious has a staff numbers of about just over 100, I think it's about 110 at the moment, and the Aboriginalisation policy supports that principle of getting more Aboriginal people with it to work in the organisation. And when we have non-Aboriginal people coming, our colleagues, they're encouraged to pass on their skills, work themselves out of a job. We have cultural policy, and we also have now a cultural responsive program, which is Indiginious way of saying we have cultural awareness for our all staff within the organisation, and it's mandatory whether they're Aboriginal or non-Aboriginal. We have once a month 6 hours of cultural responsive training, and that's for nurses, doctors, right down to our community support workers, even the bus drivers and our maintenance crew as well. And also in place now is the cultural implementation officers. There's a male and female. My role is as a female one, and my colleague in Turner and Patricia is holding the fort. Does all the male stuff, which makes it heaps easier now. So that's our sort of cultural framework that we're developing, and eventually all of the cultural implementation officers' work is to adapt all the policies to reflect our cultural framework and our already way of working.
The Wumpararni way to provide health education must always be done with respect and being the main focus on the following items. Got up there. Avoidance. When we do education sessions, someone might, one of the members that's coming in for an education session won't turn up. It's probably avoidance relationship, and we understand that and we respect that. Kinship terms as well, that connects to the avoidance relationship, or it depends what skin group's there. Our privacy, lifestyle, and boundaries. We all have boundaries, and languages. Sometimes we have different language groups sitting in our education sessions. We normally do it Wumpararni way, and what I mean by Wumpararni way when we do education is talk Aboriginal English, and that way there's different language groups sitting there, out there, and they understand what I'm saying. If I spoke in my language, someone won't understand what I'm saying within that group.
So this approach, as we say, is a natural process, and that's the easy part of it, engaging with our people and making them feel comfortable and using this, like I said, Aboriginal English, the way we talk out in the community to each other. So there are 11 language groups live in and around Turner Creek. But the challenge is to encourage families and individuals to be educated about their health so that they can make those informed choices, and we found the most important part is actually engaging them and for them to come and listen in a safe space. Not be, they dodge coming to a point because they don't want to be lectured, talk. And we all feel, we all like that, I guess. So these are just some of the strategies that we use. Again, like Tricia was saying, using kinship relations to encourage and get people to come to the session, because as you know, in our kinship way, there's some people you can't say no to, so we try and know how people's relationship to each other is, and we try and get people on board that's going to encourage others, especially if we have a focus on a couple of people that we know, or the health centre finding it hard to engage. So they're finding it hard to engage with that one person. So when we plan to engage that person, we expand that one person to a group of how many ever wants to come.
And then using images and graphics to tell the story. Like, for example, if we might be doing a PowerPoint or got something written up in easy sentences in easy English and a picture to go with it. So when we're doing an education session, we have a picture up there and easy sentence and talk about it. And once they understand what I'm talking about, they can talk to the picture or talk to that word.
We use culturally appropriate materials for different genders, and by that we mean, depending on our audience, there's mixed audiences sometimes, there's, young people like to come together as male and female, so we need to ensure that there is no sensitive images or sensitive stuff that we talk, where we'll talk, women's group, or the men will talk in the men's group, but sometimes there are mixed audiences in our audience, so that the material, vetting the material, I guess, and looking through it is a very important part of developing our processes.
And when we do have education sessions, we get professionals along, like the dietitian or the nutritionist or the doctor, to talk on if it's a gender-related we'd have a male doctor talking to male people, we'd have a female doctor talking to a female person.
So what I was saying, that discussion, negotiation, and that careful consideration of that program content is really, really important, and to get to make sure that we incorporate some cultural traditional practices, address any language or literacy issues. I guess one of those could be one of the workshops we did. We go right back to what our people ate. It's like a strength base, you know, what our people ate. Whether they were hunters and gatherers, you know. In the old days, people used to hunt for their food, and we'd go through like a brainstorming with people to engage with them. They come up with other stuff that our people used to eat. Then ration day started, you know. And this is where maybe the beginning of the journey for our unhealthy lifestyles and our health problems would have started with ration days. And then to nowadays, you know, all of the stuff that we have, junk food, all of in Turner and Patricia even, we have Red Rooster and stuff there, so, and alcohol and other drugs, of course, is a huge issue for us, as well as language and literacy. So we're sort of behind the 8 ball, you know, and we're working with it, and just remembering Barclay region has the highest end stage renal, you know, in the world, I believe, and alcohol consumption per capita is, you know, the highest in Australia. Violence and all of that horrible stuff. So this is what we're trying to do to combat some of that. Okay. So Indiginious is a culturally responsive organisation. So what is it? What is being culturally responsive? Okay, just being aware, you know, of the cultural differences between Wumpararni people and Boblanders, non-Aboriginal people. Being aware that there are differences even between language groups. That's what Patricia said before, you know, using Aboriginal English is the respectful way for some of us to work, because if Patricia was talking in her language, to an audience that didn't understand, you know, it defeats the purpose of trying to engage. The Aboriginal people expect, you know, appropriate services and behaviours, you know, just being aware of that from clinicians, non-clinicians and staff within the organisation, and that's very, very strong. That comes down from our board of directors to the managers. And Aboriginal people are more likely to disengage when they don't properly understand, and that's been our problem, I believe, the treatment because of the unknown and misunderstanding and just being scared, you know. And of course being aware of the language differences, cultural differences and differences in values too. We're not going to put a blanket over everybody. Communication, Patricia.
I think I've already spoke about speaking easy English words and languages. So when I do education sessions, if there's a group that they understand my language, I use some of my language in Warramal and some in English. And when that's Warramal is mainly the main language in Turner that I use and some other locals use, and there's 11 different language groups, and most of our kids can understand different languages as well, and respect each other when talking. Say if I was doing an education session again in Run English, they respect me and I respect them.
Yeah, you know, I think we already pointed out that when there's people from different language groups, by using that rule, they feel valued, you know, if you're including them in the conversation. Down to our last slide. So we believe that prevention is a solution, and our goal is to provide preventative health care through early and effective, culturally responsive monitoring and management of acute and chronic illnesses. We've just begun this journey, so we're really excited about it. We want to become child off, so watch this space. And cultural responsive health education is a key to better health choices and health outcomes. And our aim is to provide knowledge and understanding to enable already people to have the capacity then to have that power of choice. So this is our contribution to ensure that our people are engaged and have